This is Happy Bird from happybirdscraftinghaven.com, and today I'm going to show you a Dollar Tree craft that I made. This was so easy to do, and I'll show you how I put everything together. Now the first thing you're going to need is some poinsettias from the Dollar Tree or any other dollar store, and I chose gold, red, and white. Now the gold and the red already had glitter on it, but the white did not, the smaller white ones, so we're going to be adding glitter to this, and I'll show you how I did that. And you'll also need bells from the Dollar Tree. They have lots of really nice looking bells right now, and I picked up the ones that were in gold. And you'll need beading thread as well, and seed beads of your choice. So I thought it turned out really pretty. I don't know if you can see how it glitters on camera, but it really does have a nice shine to it. And if you noticed, the Dollar Tree poinsettias are not shedding, and I'll show you what I did there too as a little trick to hold the glitter on. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Now, I pulled the little stem out of the center of the flowers, and I set them aside here. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. I just kind of tug until it comes off. Like that. And then take out the center part. And set this aside. And with the red flowers, I liked the glitter on the Dollar Tree flowers, but one thing that drove me crazy was the shedding, the constant shedding of the glitter. And so I decided to take some Mod Podge Super Gloss. This is the one coat gloss finish, and it dries like clear glass according to the bottle. And I just put a little bit of this, little tiny amount, in a Dixie cup, and then in the Dixie cup I just dab my finger in it and just went like this, just a super thin coat. In fact, it was so thin that you couldn't see the Mod Podge Super Gloss on the leaves. It just looked like a shine, and I made it really super thin. And I just kind of brushed over it randomly like this. And so now we don't have any problem with any glitter shedding. And I did the same exact thing on this one. And so that's just a little tip if you buy your flowers from the Dollar Tree. And with these flowers, some of them are curled up or they look bent. Don't let that intimidate you, because by the time you put the gloss on, or the gloss and glitter in the case of this flower, and you hot glue them and stack them, they all kind of even out. So I'll give you an example as to how I put the glitter on this one. Now you can do two things. You can use glitter glue, like I used here on this flower, and I just put the glitter on and then just made sure that, you know, the sides were covered and the tips, and then I just let it dry for a whole day. Or if you don't have any of the iridescent glitter glues in the bottle and you don't have access to them, if you live in a different country or whatnot, I'll show you how I put glitter on with just plain old gloss and glitter. The Mod Podge gloss. Okay. Move my little ornament out of the way. And I'm just going to put a very small amount in here because you don't want to waste it. You can always add more, but you can't pour it back into the cup once once you use it, because the whole purpose of pouring it into that cup is so you won't get glitter in the bottle by sticking your finger in the bottle. And no matter how careful you try to be, and I've said this before, you know, if you don't do that, you always end up getting glitter inside the Mod Podge bottle. So that's why I do it this way. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip my finger in there, and I'm just gonna start out by putting a fairly thin coat, not super thin, but fairly thin, on all the leaves. And I'm going to do this quickly. And you're going to need a super fine glitter for this one, I think, because it just because I think it would probably look better. It would give it a real shimmer. Hold on. My son is calling me from downstairs because he has no idea that I'm filming a tutorial. But I'm not going to answer him because I'll have to interrupt my tutorial. Okay, so we have that on there. And just gonna shake, shake, shake. See? And I'll take it with a tip. I'm not going to shake it. I'm just going to kind of let the glitter fall off. Okay, now I'm going to lay it flat, just like this. And I'm going to let it dry for an entire day. And once it dries, you'll see that the leaves will really harden up and be nice and stiff. So I'm going to set this back here and take a wet wipe and get some of this. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, hold on. Hi, I'm recording right now. Yeah. Okay, thanks. No. Alright, bye-bye. Okay. I'm so sorry. I should probably edit that part out, but okay. Now I'm going to put this back here. And guess who that was on the phone? You guessed it, my son. Okay. And then a little bit of glitter here. Get the glitter up. Alright, so through the magic of the camera, we have one already made and dried. Yeah, so didn't plug in my hot glue gun. Boy, I am just a mess today, aren't I? Getting phone calls, and then I have to plug in my glue gun. That is no good. Well, I'm gonna this heats up fairly quickly, so while that's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and put my seed beads in the middle. I'll show you how to do that. Which, I mean, I'm sure you know how to do that, but okay, and what I do here is I just put some tacky glue in the middle. I'm pretty generous. And then I take my seed beads, and I'm going to use probably these seed beads for today, these gold ones, and I'm going to just kind of pour it in there in the middle, tap it in like so. And just kind of do this, and then I'm going to turn this gently. I'm not going to shake it, just gently turn it upside down, and then that way if I want to put some more on the top I can do that, and then pour it again. And then I take my thumbs and I just kind of gently kind of push everything in a perfect circle towards the middle, like so. Yeah. Now well, you're going to have to let that dry, but once it dries, you have the option just to leave it like it is, or you can do what I did on this one, and I took a little bit of the glitter glue and put it on my finger and just kind of rubbed on top of the beads and then allowed that to dry. And it not only gave it a nice sparkle, but it made it look kind of frosty looking with this particular glitter here. So, you know, you have a choice there. And I also took these leaves here from one of the poinsettia flowers, and I'm going to take the back part off that as well. It comes off really easily, so I didn't need my pliers. And I'm going to cut that in half. Like that. Just like that. And I'm going to set that aside. Okay. And then, let's see. This is ready. Okay. So now I'm going to start stacking, and I'm just going to put some hot glue right here and just stagger this on top to make sure that these gold leaves go in between the red. Now I'm putting gold on top instead of on the bottom like I did with this flower. I'm just doing something a little different. And now I'm going to take my hot glue gun again, put a little more hot glue on there, and stagger this as well. And I have to be careful because we glued the beads in. But it looks like they're already sticking, so that's good. Alright. Alright, so we have like this. And let's see, yeah, I think that looks alright. Well, I might need to fix the red one. It looks slightly off, so I'm going to peel this off. And I can still do that because it's not completely dry. Put a little more hot glue here, just to try to make it a little more even in between the leaves. Maybe it didn't really matter, but I'm kind of picky when it comes to stuff like that, at least with myself. Okay, there we go. See? It's cute. And then I'm going to do, with the leaves, I'm going to make one facing upwards and one facing backwards. But before I do that, I'm going to show you what you'll need to do first, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to get some gold beading thread, and I've had this thing forever. I don't know why it's tangled. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to take about, I would say to take at least 15 inches of this. So I'm going to measure this on my ruler. 12, 13, 14. Yeah, at least 15, because it'll give you a little bit of string to work with. probably wouldn't even hurt if you made it 16 inches. I'd rather have too much than too little, because you can always, you know, fix things. Okay, so now it was just my personal choice to put 3 of the bells on each end of the string. You could put 2, but I just thought that 3 looked pretty nice. So these are from the Dollar Tree too. So I'm going to count out 6 beads. Bells. Okay. And now, there we go. There. Let me cut that off. I don't like it when it splits, because then it's difficult to string on. Okay. That's better. Slide it on through. 1, 2, and 3 bells. And then I'm just going to tie them in an overhand knot like this, and then do it again, and then a 3rd time. And I'm going to pull till it's a little snug. Now I'm not going to cut right down to the bottom, but I'm going to snip just about like that, just even with the bells. And I do the same thing on this end. One, 2, and 3. I'm going to tie this in. Two and 3. So you can tie it 3 or 4 times. That should hold. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Cut this even with the bells. Right. Now, okay, so now we have bells on both ends. Now I'm going to make, I'm going to hold one bell a little higher than the other. So about like that. And then I'm going to tie towards the top part of the bell just one little loop like that, because this is where your ornament's going to hang. So your bell's going to look like this, okay? Now I'm going to, right there with the knot, I'm going to hot glue that on the back. And I'm going to make it just high enough to where I can see the loop like this in the front. And what I'll do is I'll just use one of these little ornament hooks to hook on here to hang on to on the Christmas tree. So I want it like that, so I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to put some hot glue like this on the back of the flower. I'm going to press the cord in there. Then I'm going to put some hot glue on top as well. So I really want it to hold. And so now I'm going to take one of the poinsettia leaves and place that like that. And this is low temp, by the way, otherwise I wouldn't be able to put my fingers in it, that's for sure. A little more here. And then put the other poinsettia about like here, the poinsettia leaf or petal. Okay, so you have this in the back and this in the front. And then, of course, like I said, you can hang this with the little ornament hook. And let me fix my camera so you can see it straight on. See? And I thought it turned out really cute. And this really is an easy project. It just takes a little time to put together. If you find poinsettias in a different store where there's not a lot of shedding of the glitter, then you won't have to put any of that Mod Podge on it. Just that I was afraid, because they were shedding so badly, I was afraid that the glitter would come completely off eventually. So, I mean all of it. So now it won't. So I hope you really enjoyed this craft project, and thank you so much for your patience, and I'm sorry for the flubs in this video, but life happens and sometimes we don't have control over things. I was going to edit it out, but what the heck, I'll leave it in. So thank you so much for watching this, and you take care, and God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate you sitting through all my videos. God bless you all. Bye-bye.